In this video series, we'll be going over each of the raid bosses in the Liberation of Undermine, simplified. And for this episode, we'll be talking about how to beat STIX BUNKJUNKER. For this encounter, there's quite a lot going on, but amidst all that chaos, we'll really only want to focus on garbage. Yeah, you heard me right. During the encounter, the boss fills up his bar, and once he reaches 100, he'll unearth tons of garbage piles to emerge from the scrapyard. Once the trash are out, we'll want to focus on two things. The first is when players are marked with this red circle. This will indicate that they should both stay away from other players to prevent, splash damage, and any garbage pile, since coming into contact with any of that garbage will burn it and apply a permanent damage effect on the raid for the entire encounter. And this will stack, making the fight more and more difficult as more and more garbage piles are burned, not to mention putting the floor on fire. The second mechanic is when the boss selects 5 random players for the rolling rubbish. Now, we'll need to pay attention for this one. After a couple of seconds, the selected 5 players will be forced to start rolling a ball of garbage, and the goal here is to roll over garbage piles until our ball becomes big enough to destroy the giant bomb that spawns during this part. Remember that you don't exactly control its momentum or movement. You're only allowed to simply steer it with your keys or holding down your right click on your mouse. While rolling this ball of rubbish, more stuff happens. Ads will spawn. These are going to be the scrap masters that deal a ton of AoE raid damage but can be interrupted. On LFR and normal, hyenas do spawn, but on heroic they apply a debuff that reduces healing taken. And lastly, a giant bomb arrives, which I mentioned earlier. If the bomb doesn't get destroyed by the garbage pile that we are making, the raid wipes. And before I forget, it seems that 97% of you guys watching are not subscribed to the channel, which is quite a bummer because we are trying to make our dream of reaching 1,000 subscribers a reality. If those 97% of people watching this do subscribe, I think we can turn that dream into a reality. But anyways, back onto the video. To destroy this bomb, we'll first need to absorb 4 small pile of garbage, then roll over 4 large pile of garbage, or 4 scrap masters like the ads I mentioned. And once those are ticked off, our ball of garbage will be big enough to destroy the giant bomb. Once one player destroys the bomb, the remaining 4 players that still have the rolling garbage can roll them into the boss to deal a fair amount of damage. If we are on heroic though, 3 bomb ads spawn on top of the large garbage piles and explode after 30 seconds, and these cannot be eaten or absorbed by the rolling rubbish, meaning if somebody with the rolling rubbish touches one of these bombs, they explode. To remove them from the pile, we'll first have to focus the ads down to 75% health, and that will get them unrooted from the garbage piles. So that makes it so that the players rolling the garbage doesn't accidentally hit one and detonate it. Once the boss activates overdrive, for the rest of the encounter, the boss will now summon 1 additional discarded Doomsplosive, which is the one that wipes the raid. So that means we'll have 2 bombs and we'll need 2 players with the garbage piles to swallow it whole. Additionally, 2 more ads will spawn in a larger group with a 25% attack speed bonus, and if we're on heroic, 2 more of those territorial bombshells will spawn, and these are the ones where we have to unroot them from the large garbage pile. That's about it for this video. If you learned something valuable, leave a like and subscribe, since it'll help the channel out a lot on our goal of hitting 1,000 subscribers. Stick around for the next episodes where we'll cover the other bosses in a more simplified manner. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.